Hey everyone, welcome back to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and in today's video, I am going to make a flip-flop slash concertina junk journal. I was inspired by two channels, Shanuki Art and Belinda over at Visualized MZ. So I'm going to attempt to make one. I'm using this Park Lane World Maps paper. I got that at Joann's. So, and I'll have their channels linked below. But all right, I do a little converting because on Shiganuki Art channel, she does it in centimeters, but luckily they're really close to some inches. So convert quite easily. So I'm using a 12 by 12 cardstock. You know what? Before I do this, because you're going to see the other side, let's just kind of ink this up a little bit because, you know, it's white and I want it to look vintagey. So I'm going to speed this up, put a little music to it so you don't have to be bored watching this, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to cut this. So you want to cut this halfway. So we're using centimeters. You're going to cut it across at 15 centimeters. If you're using inches, you're going to cut it at 6 inches. All right. Okay. So now we're going to kind of decide that turtle. Which one you want how. I don't want to lose this turtle because this piece is going to get cut and unfolded and taped over. So I'm afraid I would lose my turtle. So let me get my scoreboard. All the notes. Okay, so we're going to score. Let's see, can I zoom in? Okay. We're going to score the front piece, the first half, at 4 and 8. And if you're doing centimeters, it would be 10 and 20. So I'll get so for me, using inches, for inches, and 8, you're doing thirds. So you could fold it if you don't have a scoreboard. Just fold it into thirds. And you're going to want one piece going that way, the other piece going. So you got like a letter Z, like that. Okay. And I will fold those in my bone folder a little bit in a minute. Okay. I'm going to go back to the second half. Okay. So this is where it gets a little tricky, switching to inches from centimeters. So she cut off 5 centimeters, and that's just a hair below 2 inches. So I'm just going to go with 2 inches cut off and make sure. Well, it's going to go this way, so it's got to be that. It's going to be that way, Susan. Okay, so we're going to cut off 2 inches and save this piece because you can use it as tag or whatever. Okay, now, done with that. All right, back to the scoreboard. Now this time you're measuring from the right. So if you're using centimeters, you're going to go 10, 20, and make your folds So we're going to go backwards 4 inches. That would be 6 and 2. So you should have a 2-inch piece here. If that makes sense. Is that going to make this? That's going to make this the front piece. Well, you know, I follow directions really well. All right, so going backwards, 4 inches, if you're using inches, so going to 6. And then from 6 going to 2 inches. Out of the way. And that's coming forward. And that's going backward. And I wonder, I gotta lose my turtle. What if we, oh, it's all right. I got more paper. So now she connected these with masking tape. And you could do that. I'm going to use washi tape. But before I do that, I'm going to ink all the edges. Hope everybody's having a great day. Sunday for me. So tomorrow's back to work. I teach 4th grade for those who are new. 4th grade math. Every year I enjoy getting to know my students. We have a 3-way split, so I have 3 classes of math, 3 blocks. Oh, come on, paper. And I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to ink and talk at the same time, which I don't normally do. Usually I just let some music play, but I know some of you like the talking and like the instructions, so this is not my idea, but I'm absolutely inspired. What I give on Sundays, one of the things I do is I turn on YouTube while I'm drinking my coffee, and I was watching Gail. Everybody knows Gail Augustinelli. I was watching her make her journal cover challenge, and I just kind of go through. I watch it on TV on my Xbox, so at the top when I turn YouTube on, it has usually has some videos, those that I've subscribed to, and watched most of Gail's, and I was like, okay, let's see who else is up here, and so Shinuki art video popped up on a flip-flop journal. I was like, I've never made one, so why don't we have a look at it? And I was like, wow, that looks fun. And then I finished that video. The next one popped up was Belinda, who I do her participate in her Deal It Up challenge every week. And she's on the design team for Creating with Jovi, using a coffee themed digital kit, and but she's making a concertina journal. I was like, you know what? These ladies are awesome. And I like the things that Belinda was putting in hers. And I liked how on Shinuki Art, she was doing hers. That was pretty good. Okay, one more, guys. So if you haven't checked them out, go do so. Shinuki Art doesn't usually, let me just say Shinuki. Her videos don't usually pop up on mine. Maybe it's I need to go in there and click on it, and then it'll start popping up more. Maybe the algorithm. I am in her Facebook group for the full deck challenge, which I haven't done a single one because I've been participating in another card challenge over at Sweet Bee Paper Co. with Rachel. And I'm trying to really think about my challenges. I love doing the Deal It Up challenge every week with Belinda. And I do the Marguerite Miller one, because to me, that's more of an artsy one, if that makes sense. Like I'm just creating a piece of art. Like it has no other purpose other than just look at it, and I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. And I enjoy it. I enjoy digging through my stuff. It does really help you, go through your stuff and think, oh, I forgot about that. I could use that on whatever project. So I like Belinda's Deal It Up challenge because every week she started with 3 decks. Now she's got 5, and she kind of rotates out the prompts. The card. She flips over a card, and that's what we're going to make. And that's fun. And so most of the time it tells us what we're making. And that's kind of nice too, to know. Am I making a tag? Am I making a journal card? I need to work on the one from last week, which is to make a banner. When I make my videos for those, I like to have 2 weeks in there. So tonight, well, for me it'll be tonight, Sunday night, but for her it's Monday morning. She'll post this week's. So look out for that video where I make those 2 items. And I do like I said, the full, it's not a full deck, it's the deck of cards collab with Rachel over at Sweet Bee Paper Co. And she has a jar full of prompts that she draws 2, and you can use 1 or both. Anyway, so I like doing some of the challenges. I've done Junk Journal January, Junk Journal July for the first time. And those were fun. I learned a lot about myself. Everyone says burnish. I guess that's what this is. Okay. Yeah, if I had planned that better. Nope, turtle would never have ended up on the front, because it would have been. Yeah, it would have had to been on the other side. All right. So we finished doing this, and I'm going to grab some washi tape, and I'm going to connect these 2 together. Probably should have done my bone folder before I went and did all this inking. Okay, lesson learned. This is the front. And we want it to be opposite. You don't have to totally do it that way. However, it's going to fold up like this. And none of these on this side would have the design. They would all be on the back side. So now if you had a two-sided 12 by 12 paper, then that would be cool to have both designs showing up both ways. All right, let me grab some washi. Okay, so I'm looking for vintage towel. I have this one, vintage style washi tape. Finish your thoughts, Susan. But it's a little thin or narrow, so I don't want that one. This one's a little thicker. This has text, but the text is too directional for me. Like I don't know, that seems a little weird. So I'm going to use this one. It's Map by Turtle. We're going to lose you. I should have planned better. You know what? If it was on this side, the same thing would have happened. So, oh well. Oh well. So I'm going to go down. You can use masking tape. If I had one that was, I don't want to cut it, but if you had masking or washi tape or masking tape that was, say, a little over an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter, that would be a good size. But my masking tape is this big, so if I'm going to use that, I might as well use something decorative. But you're going to go on both sides of the journal. And that washi tape that I have is from, I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Nade or Canade? Off of Amazon. I'm guessing this is the Old World Map washi tape. All right, so I'm going to put that on. I'm going to speed it up here because I don't know. Do y'all enjoy hearing me talk? All right, hang on. All right, the next thing we need to make is an envelope. Now you could use a ready-made envelope, but I'm going to try to make one using a paper from that same paper pad. Shinuki did not tell us the measurements in there, but it was square. And using the little envelope punch for it to fit on here, like this is 6 inches tall, 6 by 4, and we want it to be smaller. So I would say 4 inches tall, and I don't want it to go all the way, so maybe 3 inches wide, so like a 3 by 4. So you look at card size 3 by 4, you need a 6 by 6 paper, and it looked like her paper was square. So we're going to try that. See how it comes out. So I'll just cut that paper in half that way. Then we're going to cut it in half this way. I feel like maybe that's too small, but we'll make one and figure it out. See if it's all right. So you don't have to have this. And mind my table, it's warped, so nothing lays flat anymore. So I want to score at 2 5/8. So we're going to get a 2 5/8. All right, select card side, turn the paper, align left edge to score line, measure, score line measurement, punch, paper, and score. Okay, so we're going to punch. And you're going to score and then you turn it 90 degrees clockwise, and you can line it up with the score mark after this. Oops. Line it up again with the score mark. Oops, Susan didn't score it. Okay. Last one, punch and score. Okay, so here's the pieces that come out. All right, let's see. So you're going to put it here. I'll glue all that in just a minute, so make sure it looks upside down. Let's do it this way. This one is going to get glued like that. There we go. And you're going to open that. All right, so then you don't want this white here, so you could just dress it like that. Or what she did was she took like a digital receipt, or you could use a real one, and glued it right in here. So I'm gonna speed it up. I'm gonna find something to put there. All right. So I have these two digital receipts. These are from Rach and Bella Crafts. I think I'm gonna use this one. All right, and we want to just cover right in here. So where's my ruler? Right. Probably go just a little past. I tell you what, let me just do the inking, because I forgot. All right, I must speed this part up because it's getting kind of long. All right, guys, I made this and I was pretty proud of it. And then I went to glue it and realized I put the wrong flap down. So we'll save this. Maybe we can use it somewhere else in this journal. Let's make another one. All right, you guys, we'll end the video here. We'll call this part 1. And the next part I'm going to, and I've already been gathering papers for signatures. And some other ideas besides just signatures, but we're going to sew in some signatures. And sometimes that paper, when you burnish it, kind of cracks the page. I guess you could if you wanted to. I always washi tape all those edges. All right, so we're gonna put, let's see, she put 1, she put signature there, 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 so that's 3. You flip it over, it's 1, 4, 5 signatures. So not quite sure if I'm gonna do 5, but maybe. All right, so come back for part 2, and we'll throw some signatures in here. All right, till the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.